Gen Y, Gen X, Millennials, Generation Me, Generation Internet. You know who you are. You've been crushed, hit hard by this economy.
So if you're dealing with college debt, maybe you're even trying to move out of your parents' house or start a new business. Look, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to be able to produce and to get people to pay you what you're worth.
I'm fighting for your generation. I'm not counting you out. I believe in you. We're here to give young hustlers the advice and tools they need to succeed in the 21st century.
Hey, welcome to Young Hustlers. My name's Grant Cardone. This is Jarrod Glandt.
I'm actually doing a radio show live.
At Jarrod Glandt, we hear on Thursday.
Okay.
T-Day.
Who is this?
T-Day.
Who is this?
Not time out.
Okay.
This is the day to get your hustle on,
Let me
man.
call you back right after I finish the show. Okay, thanks. It's a live show, man. It was a big deal. I got a demo at 3 o'clock.
This is a big deal, Jarrod.
Well, I didn't say that they were a small deal. I just said that this was a big deal.
These people depend on us to be there for them on Thursdays.
I was here last Thursday, and then the Thursday before that, and then the Thursday before that, just like you were.
I was in St. Bert's.
We were here.
Oh, we were together?
Yeah, man.
Dang,
we were here, man.
Well, you know, the truth is that was a replay show, right?
Sometimes, sometimes stuff's so good,
it was a
replay.
It was a replay. So I've been in St. Bart's. We're here today with you, though, and I'm happy to be here with you. I actually invited Jarrod and Sandy out to St. Bart's, invited Todd and his girl out to St. Bart's, but they couldn't come because they so busy. They so in their hustle. I said, Jarrod, come on out, man. He's like,
dude, I'd love to.
Dude, I'm running after money so hard right now. I can't.
I wish I could.
I can't paddle out with you on the board. So, hey, welcome to the show today. Our number's 305-865-8668. 305-865-8668. Dare you to call in. When you do, introduce yourself, what city you're in, what your company is in, and what is the objection you have you get more than any other objection.
Mastering objections.
Because we're going to be talking about mastering objections.
Objections.
We're going to do a webinar later this month.
Did we tell them why we do this show?
No, we haven't.
So the reason we do this show is because we are trying to give young hustlers who got young hustle, could be old, could be young, could be in the middle, but we're looking to give you some great information on how you can go out and increase production. Get what you want out of life. Give yourself the opportunity so you pay the price now so you can pay the price.
And one of those reasons is because, one, success is your duty. You guys are giving up, man. You know why? Because the objections are freaking hammering you. I'm telling you. You're not giving up because you're quitters. You're not giving up because you're millennials. You're not giving up because you're lazy. You're giving up because you don't have strategy. Mm-hmm. And anybody that posts anything online that says millennials are somehow different, that they're, what do they say about you?
We are different, but not bad different, just different.
There ain't nothing wrong with y'all.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, except that you're smarter than your parents. You're smarter than your parents, man.
You ain't gonna hear no disagreement.
Huh?
You ain't gonna hear no disagreement
Not from you, right? You're smarter than your parents, man, okay? So why don't you just use my phone, John, man? This always works. I don't know why everybody...
So we're here talking about mastering objections today because we know that, man, objections as a salesperson, even if you're not a salesperson...
Business person.
Anybody. When you're interacting with people...
Husband.
Wife.
Children.
Business partner.
Teacher.
Hospital.
Astronaut. Construction worker.
Doctor.
Donald Trump.
Lawyer.
Hillary.
President.
What's his name? Sit down boy.
Boehner.
Not Boehner, man. The other guy, the guy that wants to sit down during the national anthem.
Kaepernicker.
Yeah, Kaepernick. He's going to have some objections.
Yeah.
He's going to have some people saying, hey, we're going to end that endorsement we gave you. Okay, so look, today, we want you to call in. I want to hear your biggest objection. Just thinking.
Got to think about it, got to wait, need to think about it, got 3 more people that need to see it, hear about it.
I'm not the decision maker.
We got to wait till next quarter.
It is definitely the next quarter.
I am not interested.
This is more than we can afford.
I'm too busy right now.
Well, my people don't use it.
Why don't you just send me some information?
Please send me information.
It's too much money.
We got other people to shop.
truth is, I just don't think the product's going to solve my problem.
So look, you got objections, whatever your objections is. And by the way, it's not just the external objections. What about the internal objections you're having? Our product costs too much money. I can't sell a contract. My customer won't get on the phone. I don't want to bother people. Internal and external.
Dude, wow, that's good.
Objections, dude. Because you guys got internal objections. I got a guy telling me before the show today, well, I didn't get that ready because I don't know what we want. Dude, it's because you don't know the product, bro.
Broski.
Because, man, I could get something put together. 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. One thing you've learned already today is this. You're not lazy. It's because you don't know. If you're not doing something, you don't know what you're doing. The reason Colin Kaepernick wants to sit down doing the national anthem is that's all he could think about doing. He doesn't know how to go speak. He doesn't know how to create a national forum. He doesn't know how to write a book. He doesn't know how to do radio interviews and say, hey, here's the solution. So instead, what does he do? I'm going to sit on my ass doing the national anthem. Man. He thinks he's doing something. He's just coming up short on strategy, okay? So look, if you're not handling the objection, not making the phone call, not doing the things you need to do, it's not because you're lazy, it's not because you're a millennial, it's not because you're stupid.
It's because you don't got strategy.
You ain't got no ass.
You got to get some strategy.
You ain't got no strat.
You got to get your game on.
Like no matter how big your package is, you still got to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? like you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about chalk. If I got a big stick of chalk, big white, fat stick of chalk, I still got to know how to write or draw pictures with it.
You got to know what to do when it goes on the board, man.
I got to know what to do with it when you put it on the board. Lay it down. Give it to me. Daniel from Utah. Dude, what's up? Introduce yourself. What's going on, man?
Daniel, you there?
Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Dude, what do you do, brother?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Good, man. Okay, hey, real quick, what is the number one objection you have about your own self? Internal objection.
About my own self. Well, my business is cheap today. We sell personal development, training. Am I calling people too much? Am I calling people 4 times a day?
Stay with us, Daniel. Stay with us. We'll be right back to tell you how to handle your objection with your own persistence.
In life, anything can happen. Disasters, losses, unexpected things that are not part of your business plan. And when it does, the next step is to figure out how to get back to business as fast as possible. That's where Pride Public Adjuster steps in to properly manage your insurance claim, create a strategic recovery plan, and get you everything you are entitled to from your insurance company. Our experts ensure that your insurance company will restore you to pre-loss condition or better. Since Pride works strictly on contingency, there is no risk and we don't get paid until you get paid. We are the only public adjusting firm licensed in every state in the United States, utilizing our own in-house team of insurance professionals. We work exclusively for you, the policyholder, not the insurance company. Contact us today to receive a free claim review at prideadjusters.com. That's prideadjusters.com. Settle for everything with Pride. That's prideadjusters.com. Leave a mark in your neighborhood with a lasting impression. A professional landscape can deliver that and more. And the man to bring it to you is Steve Griggs. Awarded the National Best of Hows in Client Satisfaction in 2016 with clients such as Dr. Oz and the Palisades Center Mall in West Nyack. Steve Griggs is New York's best landscape designer. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. For more information, visit SteveGriggsDesign.com. That's SteveGriggsDesign.com. Simplify the process to becoming a millionaire. Grant Cardone, Hectamillionaire, teaches you the exact steps on how to achieve the financial status of millionaire in his The Millionaire booklet, How to Get Super Rich. Ranked as the top 10 most influential CEOs, owner of 5 businesses, New York Times bestselling author and international sales and business expert, Grant Cardone lays out in 8 steps how to become a millionaire. Learn why getting rich is not a fantasy, where to get your advice, what the millionaire decision is, how to do millionaire math, how to increase your income, who's got your money and how to get it, why you must stay broke, save to invest, don't save to save, create multiple flows of income, and how to repeat, reinforce, and hyper-focus on your goal to becoming a millionaire. Take it everywhere with you and return back to it at any time along your path to millionaire status. Get your hard copy and also available as your MP3 download right now at GrantCardone.com/The Millionaire Booklet. That's GrantCardone.com/The Millionaire Booklet.
Out of the park.
Hey, we're
out
back,
of the park.
Young Hustlers. This is the show where you get your young hustle on. We give you tips and strategies to get your money right, to get your game tight, and we're talking about objection handling.
And let me just tell you guys, so you know, Colin came out this week and he's sitting down, so I put this on my ass.
Success is my duty.
I thought I'd put it right here.
It's like his duty is his duty. You know?
Wait, can you see it?
You get your duty on me, man. You're putting
See
your
that?
duty. You're putting your duty on me.
That's how committed I am. And I put it there because women don't necessarily look at my upper back, you know, my
so
broad.
much as your lower back.
They look like,
back.
is that guy taking care of himself? Is he like a V shape or what? You know.
Come on, man.
All right, so we're talking about what today?
Dude, we're talking about objections. And I'll tell you, we're trying to get people to really come out with what objections they hear, so we can start helping you handle some of these problems. Because I'll tell you, if you can't handle objections, it is devastating as a salesperson, a business person, because you get no's and you don't know what to do with it. And the next thing you know, you start getting uncertain. And when you start losing certainty, you lose
You're going to get
all
introverted.
ability.
You're going to
Yep.
get introverted. That's
Yep.
why so many of you out there, I wrote 2 articles yesterday on introverted salespeople. One for Time Magazine and the other one for, what's the group? Can you find out, Robin? What group?
Entrepreneur? Business Insider?
It was another group.
Forbes?
No, that was interested specifically in that article. And I said, you guys are getting introverted. You think, Sherry knows, you guys think you're introverted. The truth is you don't know.
Yeah.
When you don't know something, when you don't know how to greet somebody,
Yeah.
when you don't know how to handle somebody, the first thing you're going to do is retreat, go inside.
Everybody's out on the ice skating rink going around in circles, and you got your skates on, and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do this.
Introversion means concerned about self.
Yep.
Introverted, looking at my feelings, my thoughts. Okay, I go inside. It's a very selfish thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's based on a retreat, basically, of not knowing what to do. So if you have a strategy, you're like, oh, I need to go do this. I need to go do that. You look in right now and you're like, I don't have a knife. I don't have a gun. I don't have a fist. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to retreat. Okay, let's go back to Daniel from Utah. Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
So what do you do, dude? Sorry you were on hold so long.
No worries. What I do is I sell personal development coaching.
Okay.
Tony Robbins, Les Brown, and they go to the seminars, and I call them and say, like, hey, you know, this is coaching. This is how it's going to help you. And, you know, some people don't pick up, so I call during the day. And I call like 4 or 5 times sometimes to get in my own head saying, you know, am I calling too much, that kind of deal.
Yeah. So your internal objection, we talked about internal and external objections. By the way, I'm going to be doing a full webinar on this. We're releasing an ebook.
Dude.
And a
This is
webinar.
A lot of people have attention on this. Handling
Dude,
objections.
how do I handle my internal and my external objections?
You're going to do this for real. This is getting announced live right now.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this month because so many people are having problems with it. I remember when I first got in sales, my mom told me, do not try to sell your family anything. That was an internal objection I had. So it literally killed me from contacting my power base. And then so really, like anybody I knew that I was familiar with, Daniel, I couldn't call up anymore. And then somebody told me, they said, look, you can call somebody too much. Actually, it was where I worked. They said, you can call too much. And if you call people too much, then they're not going to buy from you. But the truth is, if you don't call people, they're not going to buy from you anyway. The average customer has to be contacted 8 times. So Daniel, did somebody fill out a lead and suggest, hey, call me about coaching?
Yeah. So this is all warm leads. No cold calling where I'm at right now.
So, dude, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang so hard, I'm going to leave a message. Hey, guys, I'm going to keep calling. I know you're busy, and that's why most people don't get their coaching. I'm going to keep calling until you pick up. Okay, I'll give you an example. This morning I'm looking at a piece of property, okay? I've already called the real estate broker and his partner 4 times this morning. They haven't called me back yet. So the first time I do it, no problem. The second time I do it, a little annoying. Third time I do it, real annoying. The fourth time I do it, hey guys, I'm serious. I need you to call me back this morning, okay? I'm not gonna quit calling you. I am what is it called? The squeaky wheel gets the
Grease?
Grease me up, man. Okay? So dude, I wouldn't worry about it, bro. I'd be willing to waste a lead because you call people too much, as opposed to not calling a lead because you don't call enough. Go ahead, Jarrod.
Yeah, so dude, we got some great responses here.
Internal objections and external.
Yeah, so far on the Facebook stream,
Daniel, thank you, buddy.
We're hearing that people internal objections. Am I calling too much? Can our program really fix their problem? Some external ones that you're hearing from clients. We never make emotional decisions. I need to sleep on it. I need an added day to the process. We have a 3-quote system. So I need to get 3 quotes before we can make a decision. We have no issues with our current provider. Why are you so much more expensive than your competitor? It costs too much. We're waiting till after the election. Are some of the objections that we're hearing so far.
Waiting till our, there's going to be a whole list of waits. So a couple of things I want you to do is, first, for everybody watching, write down all your objections, internal and external. I'll just give you a couple of takeaways today. The second thing is, I want you to write down your internal and external. And number 2, the second thing I want you to do today is I want you to literally start looking at what your customers are telling you every day. Word for word what they're telling you, okay? Because I'm going to wait until the election is not an objection.
Yeah.
Okay. What we know about the election is one of 2 idiots will be the president of the United States of America.
Either way, you're getting an idiot.
And either way, you still need a printer, okay? And you still need fuel. You still need whatever. We were on the phone today with a guy that called in today. He wants to sell me this catalog, some kind of online catalog. And Josh is like, yeah, man, but I'm not going to sign a contract. The guy keeps running down the rabbit hole on the contract.
Yeah.
Dude, the contract's got nothing to do with my objection. I got contracts coming out of my woo-woo. I got contracts with AT&T.
You got contracts coming out of your duty.
I got contracts everywhere. I got a 30-year mortgage on about, $400 million worth of real estate. So Josh is like, we don't do contracts. And the guy goes for it. He's like, well, what can I do? The contract is not the objection, okay? So you got to find out what the objection is. Is it a complaint or is it an objection? Is it internal or is it external? So when I was new to sales, man, I couldn't sell certain things because
You didn't believe in it.
I thought the price was too much. I had not been sold yet on people financing things. I couldn't imagine somebody financing something for 48 months that they now finance for 96 months.
Yeah.
Okay, we got time for Chris real quick in Orlando?
Chris, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
What's happening? This is Chris from Orlando. What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, what do you do,
what's
Chris?
up?
I own an SEO and video production company in Orlando. I help people rank on Google all day, every day.
Oh, dude, so that's a great service, right?
Yes.
What are the
it's
top
done
3?
well.
What are the top 3 objections you get?
The top 3 objections are: this takes too long. The second one is, I don't know what you guys are doing to my site. People don't know. They don't have a clue what this stuff is really about, so they're scared. The third one would be price. Especially in the
When we
swamp
come
where I
back,
live
I'm
right
going to handle these 3 objections for Chris because he deserves the young hustle's hustle.
Gaining financial independence is what every person seeks in today's world. With so many options when it comes to investing, it can be confusing to know what to do. Specialized IRA Services helps you know the right direction to go. Whether you are looking for a self-directed IRA, a retirement account, or need the know-how on funding a new business, Specialized IRA Services helps you gain control of your assets, your money, and your investments while being educated on the entire process. In removing Wall Street out of your investment, you can be sure to spend less on investment fees, taxes, and make more on your returns. Let the expert team at Specialized IRA Services help you transform your family legacy and secure your financial independence. Visit SpecializedIRAServices.com. That's SpecializedIRAServices.com to register for more info and receive a free ebook on your guide to financial freedom. That's SpecializedIRAServices.com. Too many people are being kept from their dreams by circumstances they couldn't control and mistakes from a long time ago. All they needed was a second chance or a fresh start. That's why Cash Now was created. Since 1997, Ray Abood, owner of Cash Now, has been the premier expert in home renovation and resale in the York tri-state area. Dedicated to premier customer service, getting the best deals at the lowest price, this is the only expert company you should deal with when it comes to buying and selling a home. Offering a 5-step home buying process, Ray and his team will ensure your needs are covered and get you closer to your dreams of buying a home in any city across the United States. To find out more on how you can get started on owning or selling a home, visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com. Get started. It affects every aspect of life. How's yours? At Safe Credit Solutions, we dedicate our lives to ensuring you can get the life you want. Safe Credit Solutions are FICO certified consultants, and we are trained to be immediately at your service to find solutions and repair your credit. Our goal is to grow your credit, add stability, and accomplish the goals you want for your life. With month-to-month services and live monitoring of our progress, we can get results for you within 30 to 45 days. Visit SafeCreditSolutions.com. That's SafeCreditSolutions.com to get a free credit consultation from our expert team. And let's get you on the path to repairing your credit today. That's SafeCreditSolutions.com.
Hey, welcome back to Young Hustlers every Thursday here at Grant Cardone TV. GCTV.com, by the way, is the app. It's free. You can get it. MyGCTV.com is where you get the app for free. Every Thursday, me and my boy Jarrod.
Yo, JT!
GC! Come on, man. We in the house today, man. We're going to rock your week. We're going to get you off a hump day. Don't worry about tomorrow. It might not come. Shit, I guarantee you somebody watching today won't even wake up tomorrow.
Man.
It won't.
That's real.
You're going to be
right
like, oh, man.
But they may be watching and they might not even be awake.
Dude, you're going to be in comments and tomorrow you're going to be dead. Y'all think that's crazy, man. We had a guy that was on Whatever It Takes, the show.
Yep.
Got killed this year. You know? I was rummaging through his bags one day and the next day, they putting him in a bag.
Yeah. It's a trip, man.
So
hey,
we're
talking about objections.
Well, I know, but I wanted to go into the RIP thing, man.
Okay,
because you know, because between the moment you go, okay, man, y'all ought to enjoy life. You can't enjoy life if you don't know what's coming at you every day. Mm-hmm. Like when you drive back and forth to work every day, do you know where you're going? You do. You remember when you first started driving a car? You're like, oh man, or golf.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen a golfer look at his club?
Oh, after he hits it, he's like, whoa.
Dude,
what happened, man?
Well, wow, man, what's wrong with this 3-iron?
Man, where'd the ball hit on the club face?
Whoa, something wrong with my clubs,
How come I got
man?
that
Y'all ever do
knucklehead
that?
mark on top of my driver
A guy throws a shot with a basketball, and he's like, something wrong with that ball, man. Dude, ain't nothing wrong with the equipment. You don't know how to use it yet. Today, now, you're not 15 years old anymore. You're driving. You've been in that car 10,000 times. Some of you drive to work. You're texting. You're drinking. You're doing all kinds of stuff. You get there fine. You never get in a wreck. You know where to go, right? Because you know, man. KNOW. So the first thing with objections, and we're going to be doing a webinar on this when? These guys.
The 16th.
It's on a Saturday. It's on a Saturday. I'm going to give it to you free. I'm going to give you the webinar for free, okay? You're going to buy the ebook, Mastering Objections, from me, and I'm going to give you a pre-video program of the webinar, so you have something to start using right away. The website is
MasteringObjections.com.
MasteringObjections.com. I am going to literally handle every single objection that you have. Closing and objections is what made me famous. Right?
That is his wheelhouse. He has fun doing it. Watching this guy stick in a deal and move people around and in the negotiations and handling. I mean, that's where he lives.
If you know anything about football, you know defense on a football team or even offense on a football team, plays are made to set up 3rd and 4th down plays.
Yeah.
Okay, or the next round of plays. Not all plays are meant to advance the ball.
Yeah.
Some are actually meant not to move the ball at all, okay? Maybe even lose yardage on it because you're trying to set up the defense the other side. Same thing with handling objections. The buyer is going to go through a series of objections. It could be a time stall, a product stall,
affordability.
So you got to know what objection, what are we talking about? What's valid, what's not valid, what's an objection, what's a complaint, what's internal, what's external, and dude, what are you going to do about it? Okay, let's talk to Chris from Orlando. Chris, so your objections are, I don't know what your product does. I don't know what you're doing to my website.
Takes too long to see results.
Yes.
And it costs too much, right?
Yes.
Which one you want to handle?
I want to handle how long will it take to see results.
Okay, good, because how long does it take to see results? Let me ask you that.
It takes 12 months to get on page 1. For any local keyword, it takes up to 3 years if you're looking for something really strong on a national or global level. It could take as long as 3 years.
Yeah.
So you want to get started as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so is that what somebody really wants to do?
No. They want to see it happen overnight.
Yeah, good. Well, let's make it happen overnight, man.
All right.
Why not make it happen overnight? Look, I'm going to make it happen overnight. I'm going to get right now. Do they search at all? Give me a company. Give me a company you're working with right now. I'm gonna tell you how I would handle this.
Bunk beds, factory bunk beds. I'm working with factory bunk beds.
Factory bunk beds.
Factory.
Yes.
Bunk beds.
Factory bunk bed.
And you got some good hearing, man.
Sometimes.
Okay, good.
FactoryBunkBeds.com.
So let's see. What do they sell? Factory bunk beds. I'm gonna put in.
They're number one right now.
Well, I'll put in their name.
Bunk bed.
I can get him to search right now. Number one, if you just put in his name.
That was a good one, right?
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, factory bunk beds. You don't see them at all. You know, I don't know how many pages they're going to be down, but see, dude, I think you guys all have the same problem. I think you guys don't actually solve the right problem for them, which is
their problem
content.
isn't visibility on the website, right? The problem is just selling
Getting
more
traffic.
beds.
Right. I mean, you want to be seen or you want to sell some beds? You want to be number one or you want to sell beds? What do you want to do here?
I gotta sell those beds, man.
What do you charge them for 12 months of search?
For those, depending on the keywords, we're looking at between 2 and 4 a month.
Okay, $48,000 a year. I mean, what I would do in addition to whatever you're doing now is I would solve some other bigger problem for them. And the other bigger problem for them is they don't have any content online. These people provide nothing but an ad online. Factory beds, lowest price on bunk beds anywhere. Dude, why don't you guys write articles for them about mistakes made with bunk beds? Why bunk beds you don't want to buy?
Why homemade bunk beds are a bad idea.
How to get rid of bed bugs out of bunk beds. Okay?
I love it.
Bunk beds that guarantee your kids won't masturbate. I don't know, dude. Something that grabs people's attention and starts filling up the internet with content and pushes factory bunk beds. Something creative.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we've never paid for any search here. I mean, maybe we spent.
But not until the last 6 months, year, maybe.
And still I suck, dude. Like if you put in training, my name probably won't come up on the first page, or sales training.
But you're on page 3, man. You're close. You can be on page. You can beat out Brian Tracy. Come on.
Well, but does it really matter? By the way, does it really matter? I mean, see, I'm on page 2 3 times right now. I'm on page 1 3 times under sales training. Maybe it's just coming up because of my computer.
Yeah.
But look, man, I would look for bigger problems. So the point for everybody watching, thanks, John. Thanks, Chris. The point for everybody watching is this: look for the bigger problem. When you're getting an objection, immediately think, there must be a bigger problem I'm not solving for this person, okay? Because the bigger problem will mean more money. Solve a bigger problem, you get more money for that. Andrew, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
How'd you search?
Careers is what came up.
Grant, Jarrod, you guys hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the show.
What's up, man? Thank you. Hey, you guys are great. Hey, got a question for you. So hear me out. So you guys tell me, I hear your show, and a couple shows ago you're talking and you're going, if you're a plumber or a real estate agent, so you're knocking real estate, why would you knock a job like that? The sky's the limit, Grant.
Why would you not what?
If anything, I'm asking a question, how would I go about starting a successful real estate career? I'm 22 years old. I'm about to start up. I'm on a team. I do luxury real estate. What's some advice you'll give me, man?
Dude, you gotta
become a freaking wild banshee. You gotta
banshee?
Yeah, man. That's the work ethic piece. A buddy of mine was looking for an apartment, and the seller's agent for 2 places he went and saw in one day. One of them showed up 20 minutes late in flip flops and shorts, $1 million condo, and then the next one, the seller's agent just no showed.
Yeah. Dude, your space is so filled with so many termites.
It's crazy, man. We got Raleigh's number 1, Wilmington's second. I'm in Wilmington, so sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So what's some advice? Starting out, I'm 22. What would you guys say? Come on, Grant. Come on, man. What do you got for me?
Come on. What I would tell you, bro, is you got to commit to being the best in the space, not place like 4th or 5th or top 100 or something. Like find out who the top players are and leave everybody else alone. They're a bunch of losers. You guys have to start making decisions, man, because you end up with a bunch of internal garbage from these people. The external environment is not what's stopping you; it's the internal environment. So like you ask anybody, man, does your upbringing have something to do with where you go in life? Sure, it does, man. You got all this internal stuff, people telling you, You know, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You don't need to, just, bro, stay away from the losers, which is, unfortunately, most of the people on planet Earth.
In any space, not just real estate or anything like that. But
it's just ignorance is bliss, guys. You can't knock them and call them losers.
No,
But,
dude, they're losers. They're losers, bro. It ain't
ignorant.
ignorance. It's losers. There's too much information available on this planet for anybody to say they're ignorant.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, notice how many guys don't like to read. They don't like to read because you're stupid.
Right.
You're stupid, dude. You're trying to maintain stupidity, bro. You don't like to read. Well, I don't like being poor either, you dumbass.
Whoa.
Okay? I don't want to be poor,
Hashtag
dude.
that.
You know, Bill Gates said, look, if you're born poor, it's one thing. If you stay poor, it's another thing.
I
You
always
don't
tell
like
people, I'm like, hey man, if you don't like sales training, that's one thing, but I hate being broke, so I'm willing to do whatever it
Dude,
takes.
you know, I don't want my
Jarrod.
muscles to fall apart, man. So I got to
Jarrod.
go to the gym and ache it out. So that's it, bro. That's what I would tell you, man. Surround yourself with great mentors, great content. Stay on Cardone University every second of it, like six plus
like
times
an
a day.
IV, man, like just freaking like you got the drip going.
Dude, just let me climb up in your mental. Okay? Let me climb up in your mental, dude. I'm just gonna eat out all the freaking dead
you gotta
space.
brainwash yourself is really what you need to do because everybody's got, in most cases,
Scrub it out, dude. You got to scrub it out, bro. You got to get mommy and daddy, uncle, aunt, brothers, sisters, whatever your cousin did to you when you were 6, you got to get rid of it, man. Okay? Hey, Brian, what's up, Brian from York?
York, PA. Brian.
You hear me?
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just enjoying the show.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. Appreciate your business. Do you have a question today?
Yeah, I'm running into some issues. I've been using the Cardone University, and I'm having great success with it. As far as being able to get people along with the follow-ups, I'm finding that the 8 follow-ups is actually true. My average right now is about five no answer contacts, and then they finally answer and want to move along. We sell houses that are flips basically, and I'm just reaching out to people that have expressed interest in one of our homes, and sometimes they don't even answer. So I'll keep at them 4 or 5 times in the messenger saying, hey, are you still interested in this home, or some other follow-ups? And then after about 5 times, they'll say yeah, and then I'll talk them into going and getting pre-approved for a mortgage. They'll get pre-approved, and then it's like they stop. They drop off the face of the earth again. I'll schedule them for a showing, and the day of the showing, they'll call and say, sorry, I can't make it today. And then they don't want to answer again.
Yeah, exactly. So, look, are you in the same vicinity they live in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do everything by phone.
Okay.
You got to be willing to go to people like Trump went to Mexico yesterday.
Get up in the face.
Dude, that had to be like, he was willing to go drop into unfriendly territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to be willing. Communication will solve every problem.
It's funny. Here's a good example. I was in South Carolina, in Columbia, South Carolina, actually Sumter, South Carolina, and went out there and met with this group. It's an insurance, a final expense insurance company. They do a lot of business in like 5 states. And the COO was in the meeting, and she goes, I'm kind of old school. I like seeing people face to face.
Yeah.
So I could have done the deal over the phone, but who knows which way it would have gone. I'm a real person to her now. And we got to meet face to face. And she's like, I'm real old school. The owner of the company's real old school. And then you got these young little Thundercats coming in here with their digital and all that stuff. But the way we do business is we see people face to face. So
I would just tell you, be willing to do that, but also be willing to ask the hard questions. One of the things I'm going to be talking about on September 17th, okay? And we're going to give you the ebook and a full video on the objection handling content I'm going to be covering so that we start arming you up today.
Yep.
But one thing I'm going to tell you is you guys got to be willing to ask the hard questions. The most dangerous objection of all objections. You can give me every objection you have, and I will always trump you with one that is killing more deals than anything else. I don't know if I should tell them today. Should I?
No.
The unspoken objection. Look, I got so much to give you. I can give you a whole bunch of stuff today. I can give you so much content. The unspoken objection, you have to ask hard questions. Is there some reason you wouldn't do this?
Have you ever done this before?
Exactly. Have you ever done this before? What do you mean? Have you ever invested in SEO before? Like Have you ever bought a property before? No, we've never bought one before. Well, then you know you have somebody that's going to drop back into uncertainty because they don't have a place.
A stable.
They don't have a place. I'll tell you, I was in St. Bart's. I walked into this little shop, and I said, how much are these? $300. It's a pair of shorts, dude.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's ridiculous. That is not an objection, okay? That is not an objection, by the way, okay? I'm like, hey, what size you got? You got 34s? You know, you got 32s? Let me see. I think I can get a 32 because I've been working it out, right? I go in there. I said, nah, the 32s don't work, okay? She shows me some 34s. I'm like, yeah, $300. That's just stupid. And then I become interested in the 300.
What's up
God
with the
damn, man, what's in them? Like, what is in a $300 pair of shorts, man? 300 euros. Okay, not yet. Okay, 300 euros. I'm like, what's in it? And then I start thinking to myself, you know, Elena, see if you can get me a deal. Elena, do the, right? I walk out with 2 pairs of these things. The first thing I said was what? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, she could have said right then, hey, have you ever spent this much money on a pair of shorts? And I'd have been like, no. Who would? It's stupid. But then I would think about all the things that week I had spent too much money on. A bottle of wine, dinner, going to Lati, the boat, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And then I've been like, hey, what the hell, man? When I'm on vacation, give me 2 pairs. So, bro, you got to learn how to ask hard questions. I would tell everybody watching right now, make a list of hard questions.
The hard question is typically like, because this is a question even on our sales team. They're like, hey, well, what is the hard question? The hard question is the question that you know you should ask on the call, but you just don't do it.
Yeah. So
It's in there. You're wondering in your head, why are they saying that?
Yeah.
What's causing this?
Yeah.
How come they're not understanding that? And that's the question you need to ask.
Yeah. Internal objections, external objections. What's the real objection? Is this a complaint or an objection, okay? How do you ask hard questions? What are the list of hard questions you're using? I know right now, everybody watching this saying, dude, I don't do 90% of what you just went over. Just that little piece I just said.
And then how do you even prepare once you know the objections you have and you work out your way to handle them?
and
Like, what do you do to prepare?
How do you get an answer to a question? Because once you ask a question, you know, Brian Tracy used to say, whoever asks the question controls the conversation. It's not true. He was on the right track, but he didn't actually finish this idea. The truth is, whoever gets an answer to the question controls that conversation. And this has got everything to do with handling objections and closing deals. Because when they quit talking, just like Brian said, when they quit talking to you, dude, the deal's over. It's not when your wife is angry at you. It's when she is now, what's the word?
Whatever.
No, she's over resenting you now.
Whatever. She's indifferent.
She's indifferent.
Yeah.
Indifferent is actually worse than hate or anger, okay? So, Brian, I hope that helps, bro. I hope that helps.
Absolutely.
Stay on Cardone U, dude. Get you 6 or 8 segments a day, every day, and keep repeating that. Somebody said the other day, I've been through Cardone U twice. I'm like, yeah, so what, you bragging?
Yeah.
Dude, that ain't nothing. Come on, man. That ain't nothing,
Love
bro.
the work.
Okay, Nick from
Vermont.
Let's have some syrup.
I thought Vermont. Is that for lovers?
No, man. Vermont's got syrup.
What's the slogan for Vermont?
We stay little. What is it? I don't know.
Nick, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's the slogan for Vermont? It's the cheese.
The Green Mountain State is what we got. They used to say, if you drive from Massachusetts to Vermont, they used to say, leaving the Bay State, welcome to the gay state. But that's a joke, because Vermont was the first state to legalize gay marriage, I believe.
Ah, okay. I get it. I get it. Dude, what's your question?
We just experiment over here, dude.
Dude, look at how this stopped.
I know. Jesus
Guys,
Christ.
are you there?
We just experiment over here, man. That doesn't make us gay, does it? We
No,
experiment.
man, we got maple syrup and we got lots of snow.
No, but I want to know something. Yeah. I want to know something, dude. If Jarrod's had 2 gay experiences, okay, would that make him gay? Or just an
Depends
experiment?
if anybody recorded it and if there was a witness.
Oh, only if there's a witness.
There was a witness.
Was there?
Okay. There was not a witness.
What about Dave? Dave couldn't witness because he was on his face.
Yeah.
I'm back! Okay. All right. So, dude, what's your question, bro?
So first off, JC, GC, I've been following you for years, man, and now my mentors are telling me to 10x my efforts. They're telling me to 10x rule, and I'm like, man, I've been doing that. But I will say this: these guys are real heavy hitters, and the fact that they're talking about you, we're going to blow up in Vermont because those guys are serious networkers and know a lot of people, and that's what it is. So
cool,
great.
man. We're spreading the word.
Well, man, that's awesome, man. Who are your mentors?
Well, they're a business friend of mine. I networked professionally through organizations. One is an entrepreneur banker. Another one is another entrepreneur who owns a securities company, and that's actually what the call was about today.
Oh, that's awesome. So what's your question, my friend?
Security.
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, the question is, where I am, there's not a lot of money objections because I'm doing door-to-door security in a nice neighborhood, but I'm getting a lot of one-leggers. People are telling me someone's always home, so they don't need home security. And, we don't need home security because we got Smith & Wesson. That's a lot of people have guns up here. So, my thought is, gun's not going to help you when you're not home, right? Or gun's not going to help you when, they're in the house and they find a gun before you do. But those are things that, if you say on a call, might lead to, complete rejection, right?
Yeah. So they're saying, hey, we don't need security because we got Smith & Wesson.
Thunder and lightning.
So, hey, man, at some point, maybe they're just not buyers for your product. You can't close every person. I got to find somebody that is willing and able to purchase my product. So if there's no desire, so the first thing you got to do is you got to create a problem. I always say, nobody buys anything because they love it. People buy things to solve a problem. So if there is no problem, perceived problem, or a real problem, or imagined problem, then you got to create that problem. The only way somebody, what I would do is I'd go break in their house, dude, and say, wait a minute, you're not secure. Did you know, you got to break inside their mind. Hey, did you know that the crime rate in your neighborhood spiked last year by bye? You didn't know that, did you? Okay. You don't know that you're susceptible. Did you know that most robberies happen during the day, not at night?
When people are home?
When people are home, getting ready for their kids to go to school. Hey, did you also know that robberies spike when it rains? If you don't know these things, sir, you're already at risk, and that Smith & Wesson is not going to help you. Oh, by the way, why aren't you bringing it to work with you? That Smith & Wesson is no good at home. It needs to roll with you. Do you got the thing? You should have it with you right now. The only way it protects you is with you right now. Yeah. It's not protecting you right now. So, I just think you got to get your game on, dude, about creating a bigger problem for that client so you can solve the problem. People do not buy things because they need them. Okay? People buy things because they
solve a problem.
The bigger the problem, the more money I'm willing to spend on that situation. Okay, I bought those two pairs of shorts.
Check this out, real quick.
Yeah, that helped. That helped, dude.
That helps tremendously, and I'm going to tell that to my mentors too. And we're going to make some money today doing this.
Yeah, let's make some paper, dog, and let's make people secure in the process. All right.
So what happened is there was actually vandalism in my neighborhood. My car was vandalized. Mailboxes were smashed. They found a bullet. But, I am telling the story by a firsthand experience, and in turn, creating that problem that perceived problem.
Hey, and by the way,
maybe you vandalized their house.
By the way, what I'm here today to do is not to scare you. I'm here to give you something free. I'm here to give you a free assessment on where your weak points are, where the out points in your security are, what robbers and thieves would take advantage of if they came to your house, and maybe I'm going to find out that you're in a perfect condition, perfect shape.
Sounds good. I like that. I used to sell timeshare, and, they say,
all in a demo, baby. Get to the demo, dog.
May not work for you, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Okay, good, man. Thanks for calling. Tell your boys hello for me, all right? Hey, Josh from Missouri. Man, this is a Thursday. It's a long show on a Thursday, huh, guys? We give a lot of value here.
Josh from Missouri, the show me state.
Hey, Josh, first of all, welcome to the show. Have you signed up for MasteringObjections.com?
Wow. I have not, but it's funny you guys mentioned that because at the end of the month, I'm doing a at our dealers summit, that's what I'm going to be speaking over, is actually handling objections, which actually kind of made me laugh when I saw you posting this podcast today.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Great minds think alike.
Absolutely.
But great minds continue to talk too.
Oh, for some reason I thought we were disconnected. But anyways, no. What I was calling about was, I've got most of your anything that's on Audible, and I listen to those absolutely everywhere I go, especially the Closer's Guide. And in what I sell, I mean, we deal with lots of different types of objections. We work in the health-related industry. And one of my customers brought to my attention, he's like, we had a good conversation, and he's like, well, sir, how do I know this product works for me? And out of my mind, I mean, the best close I've ever had, and my most favorite was straight out of Tommy Boy, where he sits there and tells the guy, sir, you can get a good idea what a T-bone looks like by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but you'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that was absolutely one of my favorite sales of all time. And ever since I've been listening to your products and reading up on it, watching your podcast, watching Caleb Maddox podcast, and listening to books by Zig Ziglar, I tell you what, my income is 20x. I mean, 10x is potatoes. Why bother with 10 when you can go so much more?
Yeah, that's right. Once you get to 10, dude, you just 10x that. So it doesn't stop, right? It's like, when do I get off this thing? A lot of you on Facebook are saying, hey, we can't hear the caller. So what he just said was he's on my material. He's listening to the podcast, Cardone University. He's downloading my programs.
20x income.
He's joining the webinars when I do webinars. I think we did 1 or 2 webinars this year. We're going to do another one at the middle of this month. And he's like, look, my income is 20x. If your income is not going up, okay, it is not because you're lazy. It is not because you don't want more money. It is because you don't know what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be that way, folks. You got to add content. You got to add strategy, okay?
Got to add some meat on the bones.
Meat on the bones. We got a sales crew in there. Tell them about the 2 new guys, man. Hey, thanks for calling in, Josh. I appreciate you, buddy.
We got 2 new guys. I mean, people don't. This is cold calls, selling, training. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. It takes a unique person. And we got 2 new guys. Been here less than probably. One guy less than 4 months, one guy 2 months, and they're both hitting numbers that most guys take 8 months, 9 months, a year to get to.
Even you, right?
Even me.
Okay, even me. It took me longer than that because this is what's happening now. We got guys coming in. We got the content to start solving problems. So somebody with the right ambition, and maybe you don't have the right ambition. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in your head. But those of you out there that want to roll, man, you want to win, you want to ball, you want to take care of your family, you want to take care of your kids, you want to go on big trips, you want to have money set aside, you got to add strategy. There's no way around this, okay? It's not about going back to college.
That's right.
Okay, it's about getting strategy to expand and then duplicate. A lot of people talked about mentors today. You want to grow your business, man, you got to be able to duplicate. I got to be able to get 50 guys in there making phone calls. So the only people that can duplicate are people that understand content enough,
have
memorialize
ambition,
it,
have curiosity,
write it, read it, study it, learn it.
Over and over and over
again.
again.
October the
17th.
No, September 17th. September 17th. Okay, I'm going to do a webinar on just this topic, handling objections. Every objection.
This is the one topic that will give you more confidence in the sales process than anything else, because no matter how good of a salesperson you are, no matter how good of a product you have, if you're thinking about objections when you're starting your deal and how you can't handle them, your presentation will be effective.
I need to think about it. This isn't the right time.
Dude, I got to talk to 3 other people.
We're not
Send
interested.
me some information.
Okay, I don't need that. Dude,
we need to get 3 bids.
On and on and on, okay? We're going to wait until...
How many on apartment deals you've been on? How many bids do they take on those? That you're competing against?
15.
20, 15, 20 bids. So
every deal that I do, man, there's 15 guys. I'm like, hey guys, what do I got to do to get to the top of the list? Well, standard answer. We're just going to go ahead and look at all the bids. We're going to get them all in, and then there's going to be a best and final, and then we're going to be down to 5. I know how to get to the top of the list every time, man. I can't ensure myself I get the deal, but I can get in the top 3 on the first phone call.
Yeah.
because I ask hard questions. I have a list of hard questions that I ask. And if you know that, you're going to short circuit the seller. In this case, the seller is selling to me, but I'm a buyer. And a buyer is actually a seller. Okay, I'm trying to convince them to sell to me so I can get control. Anyway, if that goes over your head, I'll see you on the 16th.
Boom!
It's gonna be
Masteringobjections.com,
awesome.
masteringobjections.com,
17th, yeah.
masteringobjections.com.
But you're going to get the webinar for free. The way to get it for free is to go to masteringobjections.com.
Masteringobjections.com.
You purchase, invest in the ebook and the video today, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the webinar for free on the 17th. If you're not available on the 17th, no problem. No problem. You get to own it. Okay, I'm going to give it to you so you can watch it second
On
time,
demand.
a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time.
Because you're going to need to.
You're going to need to because I'm going to freaking load you up. It's going to be 2 hours, another
Interactive. You're going to be able to call in. You're going to be able to ask questions. You're going to be
I'm
able
going
to give
into
your
the
objections.
matrix on handling objections.
Dude, which pill,
Jarrod,
man? Which pill?
who don't like the hustle, dog?
The only people that condemn the hustle are the ones that have already given up.
So anybody that tells you to back off, take it easy, you're working too hard, know this.
Tell them, get out my face.
They quitters. They ain't lazy. They ain't losers. They're quitters. Can you give me a little cue in there? Give me the little thing. That's what they are. They quitters. Okay? Sit down, Colin. Sit down on your ass because you don't know what to do. That's all that means.
We'll see.